If I think of 2 Disney games I played for the Sega Mega Drive, for some reason my brain automatically thinks of the 2 stages which cause me the most stress. The Stampede level in The Lion King, providing you can get there, I'm looking at you, stage 2, and then there's Rug Ride from Aladdin. I basically get war flashbacks anytime I see my carpet. I actually teased I was going to talk about Aladdin in my Lion King video. I wasn't expecting it to take over 4 years, but better late than never? Released November 11th, 1993, this bad boy sold a lot of copies. And the Mega Drive version specifically was brought to us by Virgin Games. And right out of the gate, we're given something magical. Holy shit, he's dead! I was going to say the magical thing was the title screen, because, oh, look at that. Though, to be fair, the whole game looks amazing. Super detailed and so colorful. The characters basically look like they were ripped out of the movie and put into the game. And I mean, technically they were. And that's not to say that in the Super Nintendo version you couldn't tell that this is Aladdin, but actual animators drew the animations to then be converted digitally. Of course, by today's standards, that's just an art style you can choose. But back then, it was unheard of. And other than that, it's a fairly standard platformer. Sure, you're likely playing this because of the whole Aladdin thing, but it just so happens to be a fairly decent game alongside that. There are 10 levels in total following the story of the movie as well as they can. We're not exactly talking about a lot of set pieces to go on. So what do we have to work with here? One city in a cave? I can make that work. Honestly, I think it does pretty well with what it has to work with, referencing the areas when they can and filling in the blanks when it's needed, as well as a bit of movie fan service here and there. Though I do feel like there are some things that hold the game back. I found that the hitboxes can be, well, not great, especially in one of the later levels, and we'll get to that. The camera can be very hit or miss, sometimes feeling like it's drunk, or it would randomly follow me instead of showing me the path ahead. Oh yeah, real helpful when I need to make precise jumps on a strict timer. Seriously, that water insta-kills me and I'm trying to make this kind of jump and the camera decides it wants to stay behind Aladdin. Not too bad on just one jump, but try 5! The worst part is I did it and then I got clipped out of the map and died, so okay. And to top it off, the bosses are just forgettable. They mostly devolve to throwing apples, then dodging some simple one-direction attack. The thing is, these issues are annoying, but they're not bad enough to ruin the game. I think that the overall adventure offers a nice little experience in Aladdin's world, with good gameplay, good music, and really good art. And unlike the Lion King, level 2 won't hit you with a jackhammer of difficulty. That's not to say the game doesn't get hard though. So let's start our adventure. Why are they playing Prince Ali in the first level? Trash game, 0 out of 10, not faithful! Starting off in the streets of Agrabah, we have a basic level with simple enemies. A nice warm-up for us to get used to the controls and how certain things work. I'm pretty sure this level is designed in such a way that allows you to pick up all the items and see what they do. At least in practice, the game does tell you what they do in this spaghetti of arrows. You run, you jump, you climb things, your main form of attack is your sword, and you can collect apples which count as your projectiles. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good introduction level. Stage 2 is in the desert, which I guess is a location in the movie, but they've spruced it up with some ruins to make it, well, more than just sand. Nothing remarkable here, though this is the introduction to the various Disney cameos we'll see along the way. When I was told about this one in particular, man, that blew my mind. Level 3 is the same as level 1, but more vertical. Level 4 is based on Aladdin's escape out of the dungeon. Yes, a whole level based on Old Man Moves a Rock. It is home of one of the more annoying enemies. These skeletons replace their heads with bombs and then explode. Their bones then proceed to no-clip or attack me off screen. Yeah, honestly, Sebastian, I'm tired of their shit too. Level 5 can be summarized with "It starts." This one is based on the Cave of Wonders before shit goes down. It's fiddly, there's a lot of bats, platforms that crumble, instant death water, and no gift shop. I can't even get a postcard and say, "Be glad you're not here." Actually, joking about that reminds me in every level you'll find this guy. Those rubies you've been collecting, they're actually a currency where you can purchase extra lives and continues. A majority of the time he is hidden though, so you're gonna have to go look it. The only other way you're gonna get lives is using the Genie slot machine, where it cycles through the various things you can win and you try your best. But I am haunted by my bad luck and Jafar's laugh. Up next is stage 7, Rug Ride. This is it, the level that haunted me. This is essentially Aladdin's version of the turbo tunnels. Well, except it's not really. In fact, it's quite easy. I am terrible when it comes to pressure in video games. I hate being chased. It's likely why I didn't like this stage growing up, but now I realize there's something worse out there. Stage 6. Oh my god, this stage sucks. Oh, I didn't forget about it. I just wish I could. You will likely lose so many lives in this area. If not from one of the many things that can one-hit kill you, then from the awfully telegraphed level design. Expecting such tight jumps when you're being chased by insta-kill boulders. You can't make that jump, by the way. Did you know you're meant to climb this? No? Well, too bad. Oh look, it's the platforms from stage 5. Same shit, different death fluid. Did you know taking damage slows your momentum while in air? No? Okay, let's remind you by having rocks fall everywhere. You're going to be seeing the beginning of the stage over and over again. There are no checkpoints. You're going to be seeing the exact same tiling error every time. Not even the devs wanted to stay in this stage. Rug Ride has nothing on the stage before it. Even more so, they give you a 1-up at the beginning of Rug Ride. As long as you get that, you basically have infinite attempts. I mean, yeah, the stage is still stressful because it becomes really fast, but it is nowhere near as bad as I remember. Actually, I kind of like it these days, and I feel like the music has a big part in that. So hectic, gets you pumped. And stage 8 is a complete tone shift, and I think it's honestly a good reward for besting those last 2 levels. A lot more fun and upbeat, and that's because we're, well, according to the game, we're inside the lamp. There's still a lot of pits you can fall into and die instantly, but I'm just enjoying the music, so whatever. Wait, how did I only just now notice the Mega Drive in the background? In terms of visual style, this is probably my favorite level. Very close second being the one just after this, but I just love how well this represents the entirety of Genie's song. Like, damn, I do want all of column B. And I just love how silly it is, jumping on Genie's head, being flicked around by giant hands. And then we have the Yoku blocks. I'm not really a big fan of that, actually. And before you know it, it's over. Next up, stage 9 is inside the palace. There is a reason why this is runner-up in my favorite looking stage. I love all of the colors used, and it's really pleasant on the eyes. I'm not exactly thrilled on the level layout that much. Seems to be designed in a way that's meant to chip away at your health, especially this rug section. The camera and being attacked off screen just, it's annoying. The actual part of the stage you have control over feels really short though. Half of this stage is on rails, and you're praying to God you don't get hit. Just went and got a drink. It's still going. You don't even get time to enjoy the stage after the ride is done. You just fight Iago and move on. Also, props for somehow making a boss out of that one scene. Stage 10 is the last stage in the game, Jafar's Palace. Just look at this place. It practically screams evil bad guy final level layer. It's got gold. It's got random fire for no reason. It's got spikes everywhere. Traps, guards, the works, gift shops. Oh my god, they have gift shops. Send hell. Not to mention more on-rail rug riding because we love that. And then the final boss fight with Jafar. Can you guess what you need to do to defeat him? If your answer was dodge simple attacks and throw apples, I wish I could say you were wrong. They fly off, guided by the moonlight. They kiss and the credits roll. And another chapter of my childhood gaming history comes to an end. You know, looking back, I'm pretty sure I never beat this as a kid. Yeah, I beat The Lion King. That don't make sense. Though, since we are talking about those 2 Disney games in particular, they were actually re-released as a collection. And just skimming over the page, I noticed they mentioned they did camera fixes and difficulty changes. Really? I'm not paying that much to play these games, but hey, it's nice that we got an update over 20 years later. All in all, Aladdin and Lion King are really good games. I mean, they have their problems, but as video game versions of movies, they're pretty good. And of course, if you haven't played them before and you want to, the Steam version is there. Or you could just emulate. FBI, open up! Since I've been in a Disney mood recently, I do know that the main mouse himself has had some fairly decent games, as well as other characters as well. And I think we should check out some of those soon. Either way, guys, those have been my thoughts of Aladdin for the Sega Mega Drive. And I imagine this is going to happen, and just to get the information out there, I have not played the Super Nintendo version, so I don't know which one I prefer or which one is better. Just try and be civil. Thank you for watching this episode of Pixelated Memories. I hope you've enjoyed it. And of course, thank you to all of those who support me and continue to do so during these times. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of future episodes. My streams have been going strong. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 p.m. BST or GMT. I've actually been playing the games as I record them for these videos. And I wouldn't mind a follow on Twitter too. Thanks everyone. I'll see you next time.